In this video, we're going to talk about simple probability. The big thing you need to know about simple probability is that probability is always written in a fraction. And here is the formula for our fractions. It is the number of favorable outcomes, meaning what do you want, over the possible outcomes, which means your total that you have in each problem. In simple probability, it is dealing with only one fraction. That's why it's called simple, because it's one simple fraction. So in this first example, we're going to want to find the probability of spinning a green if the sections of each spinner are the same. So remember that your probability is what you want over total. So I want the green, so there are two green sections, over the total. So I count up all my sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 over 8 is my probability, but we always simplify our probabilities when we're dealing with this. So remember, to simplify, that means you have to find the common factor. 2 is the common factor. It goes into both. So that means 2 goes into 2 once, and it goes into 8 4 times. So the probability of spinning a green is 1/4. So that is it's a quarter, 25%. So you can either see it written as 0.25 or 25%, but mainly it's written as this fraction right here. One last example that I want to show you is watermelon and not watermelon. We tend to get these mixed up. The knots are the ones that a lot of kids tend to struggle with it because you do all the beautiful right work, but you don't follow through with your problem. So we have right here that Sam has a bag of Jolly Ranchers that are 10 grape, 4 watermelon, 6 blue raspberry, and 2 green. First off, to review, the sample space for this. I want to kind of talk through this real quick because you're going to need to know this later on. Sample space, we have grape, watermelon, blue raspberry, and green apple. There are only 4 outcomes that you can have when dealing with this, so do remember that. 4 outcomes, even though there's a lot more grape than there are green apple, it's still something you need to note that there's only 4 choices that you have. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do, remember, our probability is what we want over total. You want watermelon, so there are 4 watermelon out of a total of 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2. So that is a total of 22 altogether. So technically, your fraction for 20 seconds, that's your probability, but we are not done. Remember, we must simplify it down. So again, 2 is the common factor yet again. 2 goes into 4 twice, and it goes into 22 11 times. Now here's the really cool thing. Not watermelon, you just take all the rest. If we have 11 sections and 2 of those are watermelon, that means 9 of them are not watermelon, and you just build your probability based on that. Now, had it asked for a not blue raspberry, something like that, then you would have to calculate everything else. There were 6 blue raspberries. That means there are not 16 blue raspberries. So then it would be 16 over 22. So you just have to make sure you're answering the question that it's being asked.